where the team is, where you feel like the team is headed into SEC play, please.
Yeah, I feel like we're in a really good spot. I think we have all the confidence in the world. We're riding the big win streak, but I don't think we're looking too much into that and just taking it day by day. And I think we've had our challenges, throughout the last 4 weeks with our preseason games. And so I think those challenges have been really good and will prepare us for SEC.
Do you feel like last night, nice atmosphere in Conway? Can you kind of give us your thoughts there, being growing up in Northeast Arkansas to see two teams from the state to face off?
Yeah, it was absolutely incredible. I'm so glad that I was able to be a part of that game and really just make history for the state of Arkansas. And I think it just speaks volumes to how much pride the state of Arkansas has with the two teams coming together. And there was just a lot of people there, clearly the biggest crowd that we've played in front of this year. And I just think also from a different perspective, we don't have a COVID year. I think you see that place absolutely packed. And I think that's just so cool for the years to come, just how big that game will be. And yeah, it was just really awesome for us to come together, and the atmosphere was just so much fun. We were all out there just, soaking it all in and just making the most of that experience.
You guys only had 3 hits. Do you feel like you were maybe trying a little too hard, maybe a little nerves? What do you feel like went into that last night?
Yeah, I definitely think it was nerves, and I think a lot of it was the external environment. We hadn't played in front of a crowd like that, so I think that was part of it. It was definitely nerves, and I think that's just one of the challenges that we face. I mean, we have 3 hits, and we still find a way to put a W up on the board. And at the end of the day, that's the most important thing. And I think we've seen across the last 4 weeks that we have won in a lot of different ways. We have a lot of long balls, we do, but in the games where the long balls aren't there, we found a way to chip away. And, at the end of 7 innings or at the end of the game, we've been on top by 1 run. And in the end, that's what matters. But definitely, I would say last night there were a little bit of nerves, and, it was a big game. We were all amped up. And I think just finding a way to kind of ride that roller coaster a little bit smoother instead of up and down will pay dividends in the future.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Jason, do you have any questions for Braxton?
Yeah, you mentioned the different challenges. I mean, how much do you think what you've been through the last month will prepare you for the challenges of the SEC schedule? And like you said, winning different ways each time out. How much will that help if you get into a situation this weekend at Carolina?
Oh, 100% it will. And, we're so thankful for our preseason. We're so thankful for the different challenges that it brought. And, not only the scoreboard or the actual performances that we're having, but also the weather that we've had to deal with. And we've just been thrown all kinds of adversity. And I think that we've dealt with the adversity really, really well. And I think that we're growing because of that. And so definitely that's going to come into play in SEC, because we're going to face all different kind of challenges. It's not just going to be a performance challenge, but we might have traveling issues. We might have, COVID cases or whatever the case may be. I just feel like we've been thrown a lot of adversity early in the season. And I think that's going to play a huge role in SEC. We've learned how to take adversity on head on and, just get through it the way we can. And we've kind of taken the approach of next man up. If somebody goes out, somebody else has got to step in. And yeah, I think that's definitely going to play a role in SEC. And then of course, finding the different ways to win. At the end of the day, we've got to be +1 on the scoreboard, and that's what matters most.
You get the SEC season started last year, and then everything gets ripped out from underneath you. I mean, where do you think this team is as you enter this next phase of your schedule, and how much are you guys looking forward to seeing what you can do in the tough SEC?
Yeah, we're really excited. I mean, I think that's why all of us are here at Arkansas, is to play in the best conference in the country, and I think we're 100% prepared for it. Like I mentioned earlier, the adversity that we face, and then, we've also played a tough schedule, but, just facing it head on and really taking advantage of it and embracing the fact that we're in a tough conference, and we're probably playing a top 25 team weekend in and weekend out. And it's going to be a grind. It's, we're going to face different challenges, but yeah, I think overall we're in a really good spot as a team, and we're just ready to get out there and compete.
All right, that's it. Thanks, Braxton.